My form of self-sabotage is telling myself that my 100% has to look the same every day. We've got to realize that sometimes our 100% is going on a cute walk. But then the next day, our 100% looks like a leg day followed by Pilates, followed by another 2-hour workout. Both days mean something, and both days count. Hello, guys. Welcome to a podcast I call As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. A podcast giving you big sister advice from a big sister who wish she had a big sister because, well, I would have been a better. Yes, indeed. And if you feel the way that I feel, look no further, because here I am. Here I am. How are you guys doing today? What is up in your life? I hope you are doing well. Me, you may ask? I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. A couple of days ago, I started the 75 soft challenge. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a list of rules that you have to follow for 75 days, right? It's interesting how some people call it 75 soft and some people call it 75 hard. That's relative. You get what I'm saying? For me, my 75-day challenge is going to be 30-minute movement, moving my body for at least 30 minutes, reading every day, any book that I want. I'm not restricted to self-help, to any kind of book. It's whatever I want to read. No social media before 12 or after 8. Sticking to a diet, and waking up every day at 7 a.m. When I mapped out these rules, I had to create space for me to be a human. Yeah, hence the just moving my body for 30 minutes. Reading any kind of book that I want to. Sometimes when we're setting our goals, we look at ourselves as robots. So we're like, get up at 5 a.m., be out the door by 5:50. Like we don't create a system to where there's room for us to be human. We don't create a system to where I might not feel as good some days. So how can I map this out for those days? So for the 30-minute movement that I'm doing for 75 days, sometimes it's just a cute walk. Sometimes it's going to the gym. Sometimes it might be going on a hike. Because every day I'm not going to want to do 35,000 squats. I'm sorry. So, like I said, I had to create room for me to be human. My brain used to literally tell me that if my 100% didn't look like Tatiana from TikTok's 100% or my 100% 2 weeks ago, if it didn't look like that, then I failed. So I had to be like, okay, like I need to set myself up better. And I also need to realize that I'm a human being. A couple weeks ago, I was sick as a dog. Girl, when I tell you sick, I was laid the out. I could not move. Like my skin was sensitive. I was coughing up crazy shit. Burning fever. So it would be ridiculous for me to think that my 100% that day would be going to the gym doing 15,000 squats. I had to meet myself where I was at. The best movement I could do was going to the restroom, was being able to walk to the restroom. Did I fail because I didn't go to the gym and do 15,000 squats? No. At the time, that's just where I had to meet myself. Let me give you guys a little insight on how the conversations with my brain sometimes goes. Oh, about to go on this walk. Oh. A walk? Yeah. You know Tatiana from TikTok, right? You know she just ran 4 miles this morning and now she's on her way to the gym to do upper body. Girl, what does Tatiana gotta do with me? Whoa. Calm down. Relax. You know what? I'm not doing this with you right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my walk. I know my 100% doesn't have to look the same every day, and I'm okay with that. So thank you anyways. Bye-bye. I guess we don't want to be Tatiana? You guys know that a few weeks ago, I went to a dance class, right? I talked about it on last episode. If you guys have not caught up, what are you doing? In that dance class, the instructor broke us up into groups of 2 and wanted us to perform the dance in front of everybody. And I was like, oh no, I'm good. I don't want to do this. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm cool with just watching everybody. I'm good. So then at the end of the class, she was like, hey guys, I really appreciate you guys for being brave. We're not here to judge anybody. We're just here to express ourselves and be artists and all this stuff. This beautiful speech about bravery. One that we all need, but one that I didn't. And I'll tell you why. That day, my 100% was showing up to the class. If you guys did not watch last episode, that was the first class I've taken in like years. So my 100% that day was just stepping into the studio. So I didn't give a fuck about no damn bravery speech. I am brave. I'm actually very, very brave. I was very brave today. And that's what made me want to talk about this. I was like, I understand where you're trying to take this, and I understand what you're trying to do, and I really appreciate it, but I don't need it. I already did the brave thing. And I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. I think sometimes we are so hard on ourselves to do the thing and do it full out every time. And we gotta be the bravest, the smartest, and we've gotta take the chance of the lifetime every time, or it's not worth it, or we didn't do anything that was worth it. Listen, first of all, drama. You're being dramatic. We're being dramatic, yeah? Drama. Second of all, your value isn't in you being Shakespeare and performing the best of the lifetime every time. It just isn't. I understand you want to do your best. I get it. I get it. But accept your best for looking the way it does that day or that moment. While the choreographer was telling the speech, I was laughing in my head because I remember how I used to think. I remember how much I would be down on myself for not doing the brave thing and meeting somebody where they felt bravery lied that day. Bitch, I have to meet myself where it lies today. And where the 100% was at, like I said, was showing up to the class. I don't have to meet you where you think my 100% should be. I have to meet myself where I think my 100% is today. Do you get what I'm saying? So like I said, I was just laughing in my head because I was like, oh my God, how much different this conversation would be with myself in my earlier years. Girl, I would have went home and would have been like, oh my God, I just like I wasn't the brave warrior today. I wasn't the one who picked up the team. I don't give a fuck for being the one that saves the day. I don't give a fuck for being the one. I don't care to be that person. I don't. I don't care. If I am that person that day, awesome possum. But it doesn't make me less valuable being the person that just stays in the back and is just low and is just in the cut. It does not make me less valuable. And what I've noticed about some people, I'm going off script right now because this just took me somewhere. When you draw that boundary where you're like, hey, this is too much now. Whatever that is, right? If it's too much work at your job, or maybe you're just over capacity when it comes to your relationship with somebody. You're just at the point where you're like, hey, this is too much. People will literally try, let's say try, people will try to make you feel like all your efforts didn't mean anything. They will try to make you feel like, oh, well, why can't you meet me here? Because I can't. Because I said so. Because I told you that this is the line and I'm at capacity. Some people are going to try to make you feel bad about it, and that's none of your business. But I hope that you don't take that in. I remember I drew this boundary with this girl, with my boss. I'm going to be honest. I drew a boundary with my boss, and the next day, she didn't really talk to me. She was kind of giving me the cold shoulder or whatever. And it triggered something that I went through when I was a kid, where I just wanted to please people, right? So I'll draw a boundary, and then they will use manipulation tactics like pushing me away so that I felt bad and allowed them to cross my boundary. And I peeped that my boss was doing that. And in my head, I was like, oh, she could go to hell, because what are my boundaries when I'm not enforcing them? If I'm not enforcing them, they're not really boundaries. If I'm telling you this is my capacity today, right now, or for this week, then that's just what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? So as your big sister, know that your efforts are worth it and know that they matter. They won't be the same every day. Okay? It's just impossible. But know that you've shown up the way that you can today and give yourself credit for that. And we are going to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. I really appreciate you so much. Don't forget to tell everybody that I'm beautiful, kind, smart, and sexy. My name is Asia, my queen. This is As Your Big Sister. Bye-bye.